Greetings. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This knowledgeable information has been given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use or reproduction without the proper acknowledgement from where it was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and/or individuals, and so it is. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Healing Wisdom, but this is a mobile edition, clearly. So today I want to talk to you guys about fighting your light. And this is important, guys, because there's so much talent out here in the world. There's so much misdirected, misused energy. There are people that we constantly see that are fighting their light. Your light is your own special energetic signature. That's that special zhuzh that God gave you, not to keep to yourself, not to hide, but to show the world, because it's vital. It's important. It's vital to what we got going on right now. Oh my God, I think I've been seeing that girl on Atlanta Street interviews. Oh my God. Anywho, yeah, it's very important, guys. Y'all got to stop fighting your light. There's so many people. What people don't understand is God put some of his best, most talented creations in some of the worst, humbling environments in order to nurture them and to grow the parts of them that they need to grow physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in order to achieve the full success that they deserve. And so many people are fighting it because they're lazy, because they're tired, because they've been used and abused, because they're emotionally drained, energetically drained, because they're in the wrong environments and stuff. Or some just don't even, they just don't even believe in themselves. You know, which is sad, because everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. Regardless if people are born with silver spoons in their mouth, they always have something that they're not happy with, something that they want to change, something they feel like they could do better. Nobody is perfect, right? However, some people, you know, they just don't have that fighting spirit. Or some people, they want to fight the wrong things. It's unfortunately, there are people that get so used to toxicity, they get so used to negativity, they get so used to drama, they get so used to all the negative things that they don't believe that they can successfully complete the positive things, and therefore they don't even try. So then it's for you to ask yourself, how do you know that this would fail if you have not tried? Right? Why are you fighting your light? And unfortunately, a lot of times, something I've come to notice also too is that a lot of people, not just women, because for the longest, people felt as though it was just a female fairy tale, a feminine fairy tale. Oh, somebody's going to come save me, a Prince Charming, X, Y, and Z. But what you have to understand, men feel the same way too. Unfortunately, there are a lot of men out here that feel as though they're going to get saved. They feel as though they deserve a big break. They deserve, you know, a handout because they've had a hard life. When we all know women work harder than men. Women have it harder than men. We all know that. But this is not a sexist discussion. We're not going to talk about the sex. What we're talking about is people fighting their light out of fear, whether it's fear of failure or fear of success. People are out here fighting their light. God will plant seeds in people's mind, and people will sit there and say, no, it's not possible. No, that's not gonna work. Counting themselves out before they even tried. That is a form of fighting your light. You didn't even try. You did not even try. If you keep your dreams a dream, that's all they're going to be. It's a dream. Right? Faith without work is dead. You have to at least try. You have to at least plant those seeds. You have to at least exercise your light so you can exercise your right to be great. People don't want to do that. People would rather say, woe is me, and blame everybody around them. But yet, if we sit here and we look at other countries, we look at third world countries, you got people making a way out of no way. Motherfuckers is making wooden cars and big old 2026 that's moving and everything. In third world countries and shit. Right? They're using what they got. They're making a difference. They're shining. They're not fighting their light. Even if God put them in predicaments or places that are less than ideal for themselves, right? You still have to put forth the effort and the work because you never know. Look how many legendary, successful people came from nothing. From nothing. That are living legends, deceased legends, history makers, record breakers. But you know what? They tried. They didn't fight their light. They might not have known how shit was going to pop off. Not all of them had access, to luxuries and stuff. A lot of people had to figure this shit out. But they knew that they had something inside them. They knew they had a light inside of them. They knew they had a burning, a yearning inside of them that they would not let go to waste. So why now, in this big year 2026, why are so many people letting their talents go to waste? Why are so many people fighting their light? What, to fit in? To look cool? Everybody else look like they chilling, ain't doing shit. So you want to look like that too because you think it's cool? You're stupid. That's foolish. Foolish. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't. Please stop fighting your light. That is self-sabotage, essentially. Those ideas that you have, they sound stupid to you, but did you try it? You never know unless you try. How many times is God gonna have to give you downloads, inspirational things that you should do, and you just sit on that shit? You know what's gonna happen? If you don't do that shit, use it or lose it, babes. Use it or lose it. If you don't make a move, if you fight your light, after a while, God gonna say, all right. Fight your light, God gonna say, all right. Bars. Nah, but for real though. Stop fighting your light, people. Stop worrying about what people are gonna think. God made you weird for a reason. That's a part of your light. Give them a light shout. Stop fighting your light. Use it or lose it. Because a lot of people are putting out their own flame. And then by the time they realize, it's too late. Start listening to your intuition. Stop trying to plan everything. Sometimes you just have to move when you get inspired to. Don't fight it. Don't fight your light. Okay? I love you. Talk to you later.